What up, what up? We back. Realest Podcast ever. What episode number is this?
54?
54. We are not at a double nickel yet. We are getting there. This is the Nigger News tonight with Matt and Chad. We have a special correspondent in the studio who's here from Philadelphia. His name's Love. You can follow him on Instagram and then on Twitter. But don't follow him because he hates y'all and y'all slaves.
Definitely hates y'all. And y'all be catfish.
Yo, it's so much catfish in Philly, yo. Like
we lead the league in catfish.
We definitely lead the league in catfish. And the number one reason why we lead the league in catfish is because our that hashtag find people from Philadelphia, one of our top vote getters was catfish.
Yeah.
So for that alone, we lost.
I told you, I was in the supermarket. Chick see me. She's like, oh shit, what up, Matt? Made me sick. I'm like, oh, what's up? You don't look like this.
You should have brought your filters with you.
Yeah, that should be crazy.
It's rough.
And it's wild because as you pick up on it and you really, like how we always talk about secondary thinking and really analyzing, it's like I realize now, like a lot of the chicks I see on my timeline, even on Twitter, all of their pictures have that stars around their head filter or the sunglasses filter. It's like y'all don't take regular pictures.
I'm fat fish, but my name is Fat Cuz, so I give you an idea of what you're gonna get when you see me.
Yeah,
I ain't acting like I'm slim. Y'all be acting like y'all pretty,
and it's not working.
And it's not there.
Your lies ain't working now.
I met like a chick, just not even on some shit like that. Just
seen her,
just out of the bar. She this is before the party. She was like, you always thought you was like a little nigga. And I'm like, how? She was like, your voice when you be talking and shit. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that means, but it sounds offensive. I'm like,
so I'm going to choose to be offended.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I always talk about being a big dude. It's like,
funniest story ever. Hey, what's up, man? Me say, hey, what's up, bitch?
What up, bitch?
Kitty Red. Like a Kitty Red. Hey, what up, bitch?
It happened a couple weeks ago. I was getting out of the car. My man was walking out of a Poppy store in front of the depot. Chick driving down the street. She was like, Matt made me sick. I'm like, what up, bitch? He started cracking up off of that. Hey, what's up, bitch? How you doing, bitch? All right, bitch.
All right, so we got two big stories tonight on the docket for the Nigger News for week ending October. No, I said October. Holy shit.
Is it October already?
We talk about Red October so much on the damn Sneaker Podcast. Fucking my head is spinning. For week ending or beginning April 29th. The big one of the two Paul's big stories, big ones this week. Meek got out of jail.
Yeah.
Thoughts, concerns? Do y'all give a fuck or no?
Y'all niggas are slaves. Honestly, it's like I'm happy Meek's out. You know, he should have never been in there. He should have. You know, there's just no reason for the whole thing. Watching niggas like. Literally, like my man T, shout out Tom. He runs the poker room. He called me that day. Mind you, I wasn't even going to play poker. I was at work. He's like, "Yo, you coming out tonight?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "All right, well, don't, because they shut down the whole Chester. Like, you can't get in, you can't get out of the casino." And I'm like, I hate these niggas. I'm like, I wasn't coming to the casino anyway.
Why they shut it down? What they was doing?
What you like?
The prison is next door.
The prison is next door.
I know the prison next door, but what happened at the prison?
It was so many fucking people out there in the streets.
Oh, when he was getting out?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I wasn't that deep into the news. I knew they rallied down the courthouse.
No, they was outside the jail.
You didn't see that video?
The COs had to come out and the sheriff like,
yo, listen, really, some days I get on the TL and literally don't look at it. Like I just be tweeting, or if I get on Instagram, I'll go to like my friends' pages and see what they tell me. Like sometimes I don't see what be going on.
Yeah, the damn sheriffs had to come out.
Oh wow, yeah, they was wild.
Dog, they was bugging out there, and the sheriffs came. They shut down 291. They shut down the 95 exit, or the joint where you come around the prison into you couldn't get into the casino or out of it.
That's what happens
because he left from the casino.
That's what happens when a billionaire comes and pick you up from fucking jail.
Like the helicopter landed at the casino and shit.
I ain't gonna lie, all with that judge, it made me like Meek more. Like, I never listened to Meek before. Like, I never, like, people be like, man, you hate me. I don't hate Meek. I just don't listen to that kind of music. Like, I don't want to hear about shots on your chest like a jersey. I didn't like that kind of rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I never really listened to Meek. So I just started, when he started being a little bit more, he got mature with his music. Yeah. Like, well, I think, was it DC4 when he really changed a little bit. Like I never heard I heard the intro, but I never heard that album. I don't know no songs on that album.
Right.
But I know DC4. I know Wins and Losses. I know Dreams. what's that? Dreams worth more than money. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm a Meek fan now. Like, I wasn't never. People thought I hated him. I didn't hate him. Yeah, I thought Drake ate him, but I didn't.
You didn't know the music.
Yeah, I didn't know the music to hate me. I used to just be like, young boy doing some weird stuff. I used to just say that, like, but I didn't like hate him, like, you know what I'm saying. But now I like Meek a lot now, and I really think that judge is a little crazy.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, we covered this case a lot over the course of the podcast, and it's just weird to see somebody against overwhelming odds continue to double and triple down on a stance when everybody involved is like, chill, bitch, you're tripping. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like what is going on between y'all two that's just making you stand on your word so hard to the point where you didn't hire the attorney to file a lawsuit against the kid. Right. The PO supervisor and the PO saying he's exemplary. He do everything we need him to do. Let him out of jail. The new DA, same thing. Listen, the governor, same thing.
Listen, you know I've been in that building. I ain't proud of it, but then all my life I've been going to 1401. I know people. My PO told me it's people that come in that joint and burn a hole in the cup every single month and don't go back to prison.
Right.
You can't send nobody back for riding a dirt bike. Riding a dirt bike not worse than giving up a hot urine. This is drugs in their system. Like, you ain't sending them back. You get this man a 2. Like, that's the only thing I ain't never like about probation. It's like, say, and I just learned this when I came home from upstate. So it's like, if you say you're on probation and you catch a case, bam. If you beat it, right? If you beat it, your back judge can say, "No, I think you did it."
Right.
Like, so all right, I did 2 to 4 state. So all right, so they can send me to like 4 to 8, and I only got to do like 2 of that, but still I got to go back up top. Like, even though I was found not guilty.
Yeah.
They'll try to charge you. They'll try to sentence you to more. Like, see, 2 to 4 was the most she can give me. I mean, I believe she would have nailed him if she could have given him more. She could have. And that would have been even more weird. But yeah, so what they try to do, because I did 2 years, they'll try to give me a 4 to 8. So that way I got to go do another 2 years. Right. Like, and then for nothing. Yeah. It's crazy.
And to add to the fact that every time it was any type of little discrepancy between them, whether it was a arrest or whatever, because he went a long time not getting arrested, but it was like little technical discrepancies and shit between them, and she attacked on 6 more years of probation and 4 more years of probation. It's like, God damn, when do this charge stop?
If Meek, you accidentally somehow figure out the realest podcast, if this ever come across your desk and you hear this, bro, don't never take them. I would have never took that much probation. Yeah. 10 years probation? Give me 2 years. Give me 3.
Right.
Like, I'm not doing that much. Y'all walk on pins and needles too long.
That's what T.I. said. He told him T.I. Was recording one of their phone conversations this week since Meek got out, and he's like, "Man, I told you don't take that shit. I told you, ask, can you go do a year and a half?"
T.I. said that.
Yeah, he said, I told you, ask the judge, can I go to jail?
I did see that.
Can I go to jail for a year and a half?
I did see that.
Please send me to jail for a year and a half.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because 10 years probation is you just fucked in the game at that point, because anything you do looks like something, and a technical violation is generated by the fact that you got arrested, period.
He could have done a 3 to 6 and been done. He could have did the time and walked it off. He would have been done by now. That's crazy. She just tacking on stuff. That's crazy. And this is probation.
This is probation, exactly.
It's not even parole.
So now we seeing that the cop is on a list that deems him too dirty to testify. He's no longer a police officer. Right. His ex-partner came out and said we was the dirtiest motherfuckers in the city of Philadelphia.
They even came out and was like the original arrest.
The original arrest and the warrant was bullshit. Faulty. The PC was faulty.
On Meek.
Yes, the PC.
The original arrest, because they said Meek was sitting on the steps, and when they came up, he tossed a gun and took off running. But they said all of that was false.
They said it was all bullshit because they said if dude pointed a gun at any of us, we would have switched cheese him. It wouldn't have been nothing to talk about.
They said he pointed a gun.
That's what the original joint was. He pointed a gun
at the cop. That was the original thing. And they like, yeah, he had a gun. He didn't point a gun. If he did, we would have murdered him. Like, it wouldn't have been nothing to talk about if he pointed a gun at one of us. Like how you get the situation with your folks. They said he ran. You know what I'm talking about? Right. That's exactly what happened with Meek. But the cops was like, oh, he had a gun and pointed it at us. Yeah. And but the shit didn't happen. Because think about it. Young black in the hood, you point a gun at a cop,
You don't even have to point your gun.
The fuck? So the whole shit just don't make sense. But the cop who arrested him has come out now because he's not a cop, and he said, "Yeah, the whole shit was bullshit. Like none of it actually happened."
Yeah, and they can't even. The original cop that was going to court on him, they can't even find him. They don't even know where he is. Like he's just in the wind somewhere. But his partner is like, "Nah, we fabricated the evidence, we fabricated the warrant, everything. Like we did it was a robbery, it was a sting. They took $30,000 from Meek Cousin." So it was a sting, and they just used him being out on this step and all this traffic in and out the house because it was a weed house. Mm-hmm. They used that as PC, but they said it was crack because they know. Oh, you go to a judge with crack. It's like, oh, all right, he's a menace. Like get him off the street. He destroyed his community. Yeah. He gotta fucking go. So
I ain't know all that. That's deep.
Yeah, it was crazy. So now it looked like the case going to end up being dismissed without prejudice. And it's just going to put him in a position where it's like, he could sue the city. In that scenario, what do? Do you just say, all right, fucking, I'm cool with being free and I'm going to just leave it alone? Or do you sue the city for all of the fucking bullshit that they put you through the last 12 years?
Then I feel like if he sued the city, they won't never leave him alone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's like a
double-edged.
Even though he entitled to it because y'all jeopardize his freedom, y'all use and abuse the law. The fucking DA who's in federal prison right now knew that these cops was dirty, never examined the information, still proceeded with the case and all of that shit. Seth Williams never proceeded with none of that information and just let this kid end up getting railroaded.
Listen, some years ago, what was that joint used to be called? Coco Bongo?
On 38th Street.
Listen, they was shooting out like a vicious. The cop killed somebody down there one time, and I was riding past, but I had to stop because I actually was in the passenger seat. The girl was driving. I was in the passenger seat, but she was driving straight. The guy that they was killing, and he was shooting back.
Right.
They killed, but the bullets was tearing my car up, like come through my window, like glass, cut the girl's face. She thought she was shot. I'm like, what the? I'm thinking somebody's shooting them. I ain't even thinking this because I'm not looking straight, and I'm thinking it's the cops. So they took me and her down homicide. I'm down there like, listen, I don't care about that person y'all killed. I don't even know him.
Right.
Like, I mean, it's messed up he dead, but I don't know him. Like, so they like, did you see him shoot? I'm like, no, cause I didn't see him shoot till he was like half dead. He was like dying shooting.
Right.
So I'm like, the cops was killing him. I don't know at this point. I don't know who the cops was killing. They got down there asking me. I'm like, listen, all I seen was the cops shooting. Them the only people I seen shooting. So they down there, they had me, took my car. Man, they took my car. My car was hurting. They tried to say that the boy was running to my car. Like, I don't
know this crazy nigga.
Listen, this was about 12, 13 years ago. He had on a white leather jacket. He wasn't coming with me. I don't know no niggas that wear no white leather jacket. I'll never forget this. The boy they killed had on a white leather jacket. That nigga wasn't getting in my car with no white leather jacket on. I don't know that, man. Like, none of my friends better not have no white leather jackets. Like, I don't know who that was. Let me go. So I went and got a lawyer. Because they was keeping my car for too long, so I had to pay for it. And he got it back for me and all that. They let it go. They let me go. I was like, yo, should I sue him? The lawyer told me, leave them people alone.
That whole shit that happened with me last year when they came and cuffed me for the whole check, the credit card shit at the supermarket.
A Plymouth meeting somewhere.
And I talked to Kev and I talked to Marquita and they both was just like, let it go. I'm just like, but I want to.
But money.
But I want to check. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like, they straight came and thought I was stealing credit cards because I gave niggas head nods in the supermarket.
And they would talk to you.
They said what?
You don't remember that shit last year? I went to the supermarket when I got off work. Yeah. Went in there, bought some shit, whatever, did my 1-2. Left, picked my girl up at the airport. Her flight had just came in. I went to the barbershop to get a fresh baldy and shit. We leave from there. Detective boy called my phone. I got the Bluetooth shit in the truck for the whole. It's a loudspeaker. He like, yeah, motherfucker, you better come through with them credit cards. You and your partners. You got till midnight, motherfucker, to show up. We kicking that fucking door in. He started running off my address, all this shit. I'm just like, the fuck? It was a cop pulled up next to us. My girl was like, hey, can you figure out why the detective's calling my phone, my boyfriend's phone, talking all this shit? Long story short, they talked to the detective boy. He like, yeah, they said that was you in the supermarket today? I'm like, yeah, I'm with the wife. He like, yeah, apparently somebody was stealing some credit cards. They think it's you was with some guys or something. I'm like,
inside the supermarket?
I'm like, at first I thought I don't hang out with black people. So I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Long story short, they showed me the tape. It was 2 niggas in there stealing credit cards out of people's purses. And motherfuckers would leave a cart and be looking in. They walking up, sneaking, taking credit cards. Yeah, like, and it's me and the bull pass each other at the deli. And he looked at me and was like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "What's up with you?" Like that. And
They hit you with the RICO Act.
And I'm like, why the fuck?
You the mastermind.
Yeah, like why the fuck would I go pay with my own debit card, use my own Price Plus card? I'm like, what the fuck? Mind you, I'm in my SEPTA uniform. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shit was a mess. Yeah, it was retarded. But yeah, it was just like, because they detained me. They didn't actually take me nowhere. Kev was like, had they moved you, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, now it's like, all right, you can get into that aspect, but you was just detained, so it's like it's gonna be nothing. You know what I mean?
Dang.
He's like, you should have got hit in the head, but yeah.
Sheesh. Well, welcome home, Meek. He still has to go back to court for a retrial or whatever like that. But the DA, Larry Krasner, very smart, progressive guy who used to be a civil rights attorney, who's now the DA of this fine city. He's pushing to get it dismissed without prejudice. Like just get it out of there.
That lady need to leave Meek alone, man. That's crazy.
They just never need to cross paths ever again. Yeah. Like, life would be better for.
He don't need to put her in no raps. Meek, just floss in your raps. Don't say her name. Let her go ahead. She's wild.
Let her go, please.
It's kind of insane though that can go on. That a judge can act like that.
Just keep their thumb on you.
Just all of the shit. Like the DA, the fucking governor, the fucking owner of all these sports franchises, like all these powerful people know you on some bullshit.
Yeah.
But that can't stop the bullshit. That's crazy when you
and
really
you're black.
Yeah, like that. It's crazy when you really think about that. Like,
it makes the whole Black Lives Matter thing kind of like.
I mean, that shit's kind of.
It's that anyway, but I'm just saying like, already. But, she make it even worse. Like she make me don't want to. Yeah, she bad.
But yeah, Meek's out. He went straight to the Sixer game as niggas would from jail. I don't know if I'd have done that.
That was pretty trill to me. I would have did that.
I probably would have went home, but I can.
I don't went home after the game.
Had his son meet him at the game.
No, that was dope. I'd have went to the game. He had that mock neck thing on. He had that Herbalife mock neck thing going.
That's because they was giving because he literally wore his state blues to the fucking arena.
They like who wear a medium? Who they can get Meek some clothes?
Yeah, because Meek, first of all, Meek don't even play that shit no jewelry.
Yeah, and that's what was weird. Yeah, he didn't have no jewelry. I'm like, this nigga was going crazy.
Yeah, he definitely went straight to
the game. He came out, and as Meek always just kind of goofy, like running, filming. That was weird. But he hopped in the other. That was goofy. That was some goofy Meek shit. But he hopped in the helicopter and he went straight. Like when he got out the truck at the game, he literally had his like state
Browns on. Yeah, the Browns on.
And he went in. They showered and they gave him some clothes, and he came out and rung the bell. That was dope. Me personally, I would have went home. Fuck all this shit with the game, but I can understand why it had to happen. Sixers about to go to the next round. You're friends with the owner. I get it.
The owner picked him up.
I get it.
It all made sense.
It all looked fly. Yeah. The funniest tweet I seen was Meek just got out of jail and got picked up in a helicopter by the owner of a sports franchise. That's some shit Rick Ross would have lied to us about in one of his raps.
I saw that.
I was cracking up off of that. But I mean, it was a dope, nice.
They say Rick Ross got the most fabricated dope boy stories of all. I mean,
that's Rick Ross's. It's like Hulkamania. Definitely. That's the allure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rick Ross, Noriega on 100 favors. Like from the rip, he set the precedent when he came out
back in 06.
Yeah, he set a precedent for like a lot of bullshit.
100 favors.
Like it's just what it is. But man, Meek home. Like I said, I didn't want to see niggas in the streets rejoicing like that. That was kind of ridiculous. But I mean, I guess people look for inspiration and whatever they can find. So
it is what it is. But welcome home to Meek.
Yeah, definitely.
And goodbye, Uncle Bill.
Yeah.
Nah, man, Uncle Bill picture with the Koofy and the steak browns, the visitor jump.
Brother Bilal.
Yeah,
Uncle Bill was wildin', man.
Yeah, man.
Uncle Bill, let's get this out the way, man.
Damn, that he got where he got that face like that. Somebody had that shit and the jump was like, how these bitches remember so much if they was drunk? I'm just like, yo, it's a stinky ass situation.
He had the other one, either I'm fucking or either we fucking or I'm fucking. I'm like, yo, man, y'all make fun of rape culture way too.
I'll say this before we
that
get
rape
like,
stuff not funny.
It's not funny
because I got a daughter, I got mom, I got a sister, and they like my heart. And
before we get that deep into this, I want to say this: this situation, this Bill Cosby, the verdict, all this. It has brought out the absolute worst in
Hands down.
Some of the people I follow, like
otherwise sensible.
This ain't an exaggeration. I know a nice percentage of people I follow are stupid. I know that, and that's not a diss.
It is what it is.
That's a fact.
I know the IQs, the living conditions. I understand. Y'all just whatever. Some of the responses and some of the theories. I literally was speechless like a good 4 or 5 times this week. I couldn't believe some of the shit I was
Some of the response, and I don't care if you don't believe he did it, but just the response is stupid.
The shit you're saying just doesn't make sense.
It makes sense.
It's apples to coleslaw, a lot of this shit.
Yeah,
and I'm
really.
just like literally just trying to figure out where y'all be going with this shit because it's like, man, he ain't raped them fucking ladies. This case from 34 years ago.
Listen.
No, it's from 2004.
We can do whatever you want to do. Uncle Bill, the Cosby is a rapist.
Absolute rapist.
Like
a menace.
Like,
a repeated
it's whatever.
rapist.
He's a rapist.
I said it the other day. I'm like,
he's a serial rapist. Like
this man admitted to drugging women. This man admitted to paying women off. And I get it. You know, motherfuckers will throw out Harvey Weinstein and Matt Lauer and James Franco and you know, boatloads of others.
Yeah, fuck them too.
Yeah, fuck all of them. But you using your power, you're abusing your power. Like, yo, you want this part in this movie?
You want to eat this dick up?
You want to eat this dick up?
Yeah.
That's one thing. But drugging someone is like you on next level scumbag shit. You know what I mean? Like that's.
And it don't help that a lot of the chicks
a young nigga better not give my daughter a Motrin for her toothache. I'm a down him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't give my daughter nothing. Don't give her let her go to the hospital.
And the saddest part about it is a couple of the chicks was like, yo, a couple of the chicks was like, yo, I would have did whatever he asked me to do if he just asked. He never asked. Like, the nigga took matters into his own hands. Like, hey, what's going on? What's going on?
Not
bitch?
leaving nothing a chance to not.
Yeah, no, like, no. You're not gonna be able to talk, bitch.
Right.
Like,
I saw a lot of victim shaming and victim blaming.
The victim shaming is out of line. And the really what fucked me up about it is a lot of it's coming from women.
That's what's crazy. Yeah, that's bonkers.
I hate when I'm gonna tell you the dumbest response to Bill. If I say Bill did it, why they just now like people don't understand why they just now saying it. People don't understand the impact that like,
traumatic.
People don't tell a lot of they don't tell. It's traumatic.
It's people that get raped, molested, sexually abused, and don't tell their parents.
It's people that are listening to this show that have been through situations and they still haven't said it. That's part of rape culture is that you can consistently prey on a weak person that you know isn't going to say anything, do anything, or fight back. That's the culture. My thing with this week is people who were like, I haven't been following the case, but you don't make any fucking sense. That's like you watch a game, like you come into the game in the fourth quarter and the Cavs is down 5, and you like, man, Bron fucking up, and Bron got 60, but the rest, you know, like you don't even understand what the fuck is happening. So it's like I see so much of that this week. I ain't been following. One nigga straight told Clint, I haven't been following the case, and I don't give a fuck about what's going on. But why y'all so sure he did it? I'm like, that don't even make no fucking sense.
Well, if you was following the case and you had any facts,
or if you gave a fuck,
it's like 3 things down this line here.
No.
Are you following the case? No. Do you have any facts? No. Do you give a fuck? No. If those 3 answers are all no, then don't say shit else.
Why are we here?
Why is we here, bruh?
And I see people like, oh, why women saying this? Why
he gotta go back to sentencing?
Yeah. Each count, he got convicted of 3 felony sexual assault charges, 3 different ones. Each count carries 10 years, and they can either, I guess, run it concurrent or in succession. And he gotta go. It's up to the judge's scrutiny what he gets as far as actual time.
They ain't gonna give him 30.
No, they not getting 30.
Nah, he ain't gonna
I don't think he going to jail. They probably gonna put him on some sort of like supervised home release or some old shit like that. Just
some type of kinky counseling.
Keep your weird ass away from people. Like,
take this kinky counseling, this couple years probation till you die.
Remember when Tiger Woods went through his whole shit with cheating? He was going to sex addicts.
Yeah, sex therapy.
Sex addicts therapy. Paul Mooney said, "What the fuck does that mean?" He's like, "I know this. They put him in that hospital. They better give him some black nurses, because if it's middle-aged white ones, he's gonna fuck them."
Dang.
Nah, yo, but real shit. I saw people this week straight like, "Oh, why was they going to his hotel room?" It's like, what? I think you can.
You
do
want
it.
to ignore what happened and start trying to rationalize the thought process
and not understanding what a predator. It's like, remember when the Michael Jackson shit happened? Motherfuckers was like, why them kids was at his house? The fuck you mean?
Got a full carnival in this
Donnie
motherfucker.
Park in the backyard with no lines. I would have been over there.
Yeah.
But you an adult, so you can't get you can straight listen, Mr. Jackson. We ain't none of that funny shit going on. I came here to get on the ride.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You see,
I watched that Joe Paterno movie yesterday for the first time.
I still haven't seen it.
It just so happened to be on. I was watching.
I said I was gonna watch it.
Netflix. I was watching. I just got on the Ballers. I don't know if y'all been on it.
Yeah.
I just got onto it. My cousin.
we always talk. We always talk about ballers. Billions.
I'm talking about
my
billions.
fault,
Yeah. I just got on the Ballers, but long story short, I had stopped binge watching it, and when I cut it off, the Joe Paterno movie was on. Man, I did not know that they knew.
They knew for
Sandusky,
years.
No, but he took showers with kids.
Yeah.
Like they seen
at
him
the facility.
They said they walked in the shower, seen him in there with
and
kids.
tried to get him locked up, and then the cop said we can't do it. It's just hugging naked in the shower. I'm like, what? How you can't do it?
Yeah.
They tell me there's no, it's like no wrongdoings in it. They
Right.
just hugging naked, wet in the shower. This is an 80-year-old man, or however old he was, 40, maybe 50. Probably he was old when he first
with
started.
like middle school age boys.
Yeah. Like how was that not? They said it wasn't a crime that he was in the shower naked with boys. They said the cops was like, we can't charge him right now.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
It's funny. You made a post this week about the Bill Cosby situation, and that shit went like viral.
It went everywhere.
That shit went like mini viral, and I saw it on like 4 or 5 different pages. And I mean, like, I literally just stopped one day and was reading the responses, and I'm just like, we fucked off.
Yeah, no. We're stupid.
There is no respect for women. That's just first and foremost. And my thing, it's the women.
Yes.
So if y'all don't have just a general respect for yourselves and for your fellow sisters,
yeah.
how the fuck is we gonna get to a level where we just have genuine respect for everybody?
We ain't.
We
ain't. We's ain't.
Hey, boss, it ain't working.
It ain't gonna work, boss.
Yeah, it's just not gonna work.
That's
boss.
what's gonna happen.
Like, yeah, man.
Tired.
I seen some of them responses this week from women like, nah, because that bitch took the money, so, she had what was coming to. It's like, huh?
That's some professional hooker stuff they got.
What I had to explain to people was this. I'm like, listen, y'all got boyfriends, brothers, best friends, cousins, uncles, and dads that been cased up since y'all was 4 years old, and y'all still don't know how the fucking justice system works. You can't have a civil filing without criminal charges when you talk about punitive damages. Right. It can't happen. If a case is then dismissed for lack of evidence, that doesn't mean that they didn't try to get the nigga locked up.
Right.
And the burden of proof is lower in a civil trial because all they want to prove is not beyond a reasonable doubt. But is it more likely than not that you did what they saying you did?
If you look at the OJ case,
it was more likely than not.
OJ beat the murders. Yo, we can't prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you slit these motherfuckers' throats. Civil court, nigga,
it's more likely than
you
not
was
you
around.
It's more than like nobody else had the motive to do it more than you. You lost this civil case, bro.
Yes.
Like,
there was blood in the Bronco, in the house. Like, it's just no way around it.
And the Goldman family been up his ass ever since. So if you and black people, we was on the wrong side of history on that one. Me as well, being emotional about the racial climate and all of that shit that was going on at the time.
You want to know something else crazy about that? OJ ain't gave him one dime yet.
Yeah, because he keep playing games.
Yeah.
He a genius. He got money coming in right now that somehow or another
they can't touch that because it's like his pension or whatever like that. Man, it's protected.
Man, OJ a genius, man.
Yeah. So it's like if you're gonna be mad at a Cosby rape victim for suing him and taking the money, you got to be mad at the Goldman family for suing OJ and taking that money. Right. And black people was all on OJ's side, and we was all the fuck wrong, dead ass wrong. Because this crazy motherfucker turned around years later and flaunted essentially the fact that he did it in all of our faces. and then didn't stop doing nut shit, ended up going to jail for a dime for some whole other mischief and some bullshit because you just can't stop.
Yeah, the banana.
with the banana. Yo, man. Yo, listen.
It was crazy to the motherfucker, dog.
Orenthal James Simpson is a sick nigga.
Craziest nigga alive.
Yo, man.
It's like him, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby. It's like the craziest niggas alive.
Bro, that interview, man.
Which one?
That last, what it was on Dateline? What was it on?
Oh yeah, that was from like 10 years ago.
I don't care. That was crazy.
No, that was nuts. That was insane.
I see why they hit it. That was some deep shit to hide, man. Like I would have held on to that footage too, man. That nigga's sick.
The thing that bothers me the most, and I guess I can't even be mad because of the climate in which we live.
Yeah,
is like every single thing has to be about race. It's like no matter what issue pops, the first thing we do is motherfuckers like, oh, if he was white, it would have been different. Yeah, it might have been, but the fact remains
he did this shit.
This nigga was drugging women.
Let's
and raping
deal
them
with the task at hand.
for
If he was
decades.
If he was white, yes, it probably would have went in a different manner. Because he was black and affluent, it got delayed significantly compared to if me, Matt, or Love do the same exact shit. We would have been in. You did this shit in 04. You going to jail in 05, nigga.
Right.
Later for you.
No later than 06.
His money and his power and affluence allowed him to delay the inevitable.
Right.
But this is just the most recent documented case that we know about. Who's to say that he didn't?
I mean, just to keep saying,
do something else.
Man, them bitches lying. They wanted it. Well, why they take the drugs then? Because you could have took the drugs after you gave them some. Like, why would you take them first?
The wild part is everybody, we from Philly, Bill from Philly. Everybody who I've spoke to who
I ain't with that Philly. They can miss me with that Philly shit. I ain't never been with that. I'm Philly. I ain't trying that shit.
Oh no, I ain't on that tip. I'm talking about the motherfuckers who actually know him and like have spoke to him and shit like that. Like older people who have, everybody I know who knows older people or got grandmothers, grandparents that know him from back in the day. Every one of them say the same thing. Bill did that shit. It's like if you've ever been around him back in like the city, like it's funny. We look at Bill Cosby like Huxtable and now, but like even when you look at like Uptown Saturday Night with like Sidney Poitier, it's like Phil was
on some
Phil
shit.
might have been doing this shit. Like his whole aura just came off like a complete piece of shit. Like
the freaky dances on the Cosby. He's a kinky old head, man. the Cosby.
But even that, he was like an old nigga. Like when you see him when he was a young nigga, when he had the big ass beard and shit. Like he was like fresh out. Like it's. What was that? Oh. It's like that whole joint is like the whole. You look at like back in the day, like the 60s, 70s, all of them type dudes.
What is that?
It's about what is that?
Why is it on?
40, did you get the message? I just checked my phone and I didn't get it.
That was a good song.
That was a good song.
My bad.
That was the shit. I was about to start rapping with it.
How did it come on?
I don't know. But yeah, it's like you look at like back in like the Superfly and the Blaxploitation and all, like it was the era, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was doing shit they were like, and it's crazy. It's like you look at the whole Me Too movement and you look at Harvey Weinstein, Russell Simmons straight, the bitch came out and was like, yeah, this motherfucker sexually assaulted me. Russell Simmons like, we ain't got time for that. We working over here. We not even paying that no mind. The next day it was like 7 more motherfuckers. Russell
I'm
was
gonna
like,
go ahead and resign.
I'm gonna go ahead and step down because we ain't gonna.
I'm gonna go ahead and take my talents to Uzbekistan.
You just beat one of them cases though. This got the case.
Yeah, but you look at like Matt Lauer. Did you see that video of him talking crazy to the chick he worked with? And shit?
Yeah, but keep bending over. It's a good position for you.
Yeah, like,
wow.
Yeah,
this is his direct subordinate.
Like everybody.
This a nigga that make $28 million a year.
What's wrong with him?
It ain't no piece of pussy out there that's gonna make me fuck up my $100,000 a year job, let alone my 28 M's, and disgrace my family.
That's the news bull, right?
Yeah.
I heard about it, but I didn't see the actual. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he had secret cameras in his offices. He had a he had a kill switch to lock the door.
He had a button to kill the lock in the door and shit.
Can't get out the room and shit.
They love hiring sick niggas, man.
It ain't even sick. It's that was the culture. Like, and he wanted to talk about rape culture. Like, when something is just the norm. Like, think about how desensitized to like murder motherfuckers be. You know what I mean? Because it just be like normal. Like, and I ain't even talking about like here in the streets, but you bring them like kids from like Rwanda and like They don't have. They'll pick up a fucking machine gun at 12 and let everybody have because they don't understand like murder and body dropping. Right. And it's like when somebody is desensitized to something to the point where it's the everyday norm. Like perfect example, my girl when she'll get on the bus to ride downtown, she'll get on my bus and she'd be like, "You don't see them doing like I drive this shit every day." No. So like my girl was on the bus when the chick went and peed in the back of the bus, and my girl like, "Oh my gosh, she peeing," and people freaking out, and I'm just driving, and they like, "How the fuck because this is normal, like I'm here every day." Right. So it's like that was the culture where it's like the respect for women just was not there. So yeah, you can drug them, do whatever you want, force them to do this, force them to do that. And that's just how a lot of them old niggas moving. So you see this shit now where me, Chad, and Rod literally in our group, like every day, it's a new motherfucker. They just got fucking Will Smith dad from fucking Fresh Prince. Ben Vereen. Like, that shit crazy.
What do you do?
Sexual assault motherfuckers. Yeah, like every day. And it's like, that was the culture. Everybody from back then. Yeah, just what it was. So it ain't even shocking no more that you see this person, that person, that person, that person. So it's like for me, when motherfuckers like, oh no, they railroaded Bill. He was trying to buy CBS. It's like, shut the
NBC.
fuck up.
It can't.
Let's examine that shit. That shit was a urban legend. That was not true. It's a lie. Like
I knew that from the rip.
NBC got sold to Comcast, who has a cable monopoly in the United States and probably abroad now at this point. I was at fucking La Meridian the other night. They got fucking Comcast in the La Meridian fucking hotel. So it's like, all right, these people have a cable monopoly. They bought that company for $12.3 billion. They gave 6.5 to Vivendi, the original 51% stakeholder, and then they gave NBC another 5.8 billion to reorganize the company and to clear their debts out and shit. Right. Where the fuck was Bill getting $12.3 billion?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, really.
Man, listen, what's that show? 30 Rock?
Yeah,
that show worth more than Bill's
Cosby
net worth.
Yes.
Like, why would they? That one show, like that one show. What you call Mike got the same amount of money as Bill? What's that boy name? Donald Glover that was writing for that John. He might.
Oh yeah.
He might got more money than Bill or Bill money. Like, why would they? Why would Bill buy it? Why would y'all even think?
Because people look at Bill like this mythical figure because he been around and getting money for so long. Yeah, but he wasn't getting money when they was giving out these gargantuan deals and shit like that.
Oh, no,
yeah,
Bill's filthy rich.
He's filthy rich, but he's not Mark Zuckerberg fucking rich.
Bill might be worth like 400 million, something like that.
Right, but
for 300, 400.
But compared to the type of money that you can make now, like
because the syndication from the Cosby Show, he made a lot of money.
But compared to the type of money that you can make now, if you owner of Zara, owner of fucking Jeff Bezos from Amazon, Mark Zuckerberg, like these motherfuckers got other types of money. Like Bill Cosby don't got more money than Jay-Z.
Right.
Like, just to put it in perspective of like the difference in earning potential that a motherfucker can make if you was just happen to be talented in the 2000s. Like, you could just make way more fucking money.
Time.com 2 days ago, Bill Cosby has a net worth for $400 million, but he could lose a lot of it after this conviction. That's what the headline says from Time the other day.
He might have Donald Glover money.
I told you I had him at 350, 400. So yeah, that's about right. Like, you figure just the Cosby shit alone, he had to make hundreds. You know, like that. When Jerry Seinfeld, like he straight turned down $5 million episode the last year. Like, I'm gonna make 40, 50 off of fucking syndication a year. I don't need to come back and do this shit. Like, then once your show gets syndicated, the money just like never fucking.
You print money.
Yeah, so I could imagine that. And then you figure he had like his hands in like a bunch of other shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I knew he had paper, but it wasn't like billions to where it's like, yeah, he's just about to buy. What, like this nigga, like Bill,
he gonna buy a stalwart of American television.
Ain't no one person about to just buy Channel 10.
Like ain't no one person just about to go buy a sports franchise.
Oprah, a billionaire, and she.
I seen
she
chat
got like
comments. There's a bunch of women in there talking about. Soon as he was great, buy NBC. I'm just like, y'all stupid.
Show me the negotiations. Like, show me anywhere on
like
any
50 people.
Show me on Variety.
NBC.
Show me on Variety. Show me on People. Show me on CNN. Show me anywhere that.
Soon as they say that, they lost the argument. All right,
you died. You died.
Oprah's a billionaire, and Oprah bought like channel 276.
Yeah, she bought her own shit.
Like, yeah,
well, how much is the Rockefeller Startup Network?
You don't get close to channel 10. Like that shit just they have like 3, 6, and 10. You ain't about to just grab one of them.
That should be enough right there for people to say, "Oh, I think I'm wrong about this." Like Oprah didn't buy. Oprah went and bought.
What's wild is though, we was talking about it the other day. In fact, no, me and Carl was talking about it. People literally have gotten to the point where it's like they run to the timeline and fuck the shit being like not having the facts straight or not having all the details or the little nuances.
Yeah.
They don't have anything.
No, they don't have
like
shit.
Motherfuckers literally come to the argument and just like, nah, see what happened was Bill had tried to buy Facebook and they was like, they'll literally just make shit up as they go. And it's almost like
they the reason he lost the damn case. Look at people with these dumbass.
What do they call like Saturday Night Live? What's the word for that type of shit?
Improv.
It's almost like improv. Like that's how motherfuckers go to their arguments and their debates. And I was saying it to you the other day on Twitter. I'm like, Doug, you just ain't even supposed to be debating with some of these motherfuckers. Like some of this shit, like when you get into the actual factuals, I told you nigga at my job the other day, yeah, man, your boy Bron go out in the first round. I ain't want to hear that GOAT shit no more. And I'm like, well, who's your GOAT? He's like, fuck you mean, Jordan. And I'm like, well, you know, Jordan lost 3 times in the first round. He was like, the nigga was just looking up at the ceiling. I'm like, I'm out. And I'm like, that's why you
Look at
really,
you with these fucking facts.
like really, like it's really to the point where like I ain't even trying to be funny, yo. It might be like 11 people on both. I'm talking about both my timelines combined, where I'm just like, I know he has a point of view and a perspective, or she has a point of view and a perspective that I know they understand at least what you ain't even got to be right or wrong in a debate or argument. You know what I mean? But you got to understand what you saying and where you.
You have to have some sort of thought process behind what you're saying.
Chad the other day pointed out. I didn't even peep it, but the nigga on the post on his post. He literally was on one chick had said something. He commented on it like, "Yeah, you right," because like
they tripping on Bill.
And then the next chick basically rebutted her, and then he was on that joint like, "Nah, yeah, you right," because so and it's like y'all really don't know
These
what
shit was like 4 minutes apart.
Like you going back and you flip floppy like Pimp C say like y'all really don't understand.
No, listen, the other day on Twitter when Kanye tweeted. Man,
oh yeah, we can talk about that for a little second.
When Obama became president, nothing in Chicago changed, and me and Carl was like, "He right,
he's right,
yeah,
he right."
Yeah.
Like not saying they like, "Oh, you need to talk to your mayor." Yeah, but Obama too.
Obama also didn't talk to the mayor.
Yeah, he didn't talk to the mayor, and I'm like, no, none of y'all want to admit. Like, I guess that's what we do. We say what everybody won't say.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to admit we love Obama because he's black.
Yeah.
He know how to play basketball.
He's black, he's smooth, he good looking, he got a dope family.
His wife look like she smell like cocoa butter and Prada candy. See, they just are all that family. Like, you know what I'm saying? We like Obama. We didn't like him as the girl said.
We don't even know his policy. Fuck liking his policy.
Somebody
Most
said
of us
Bill
don't
Clinton
know
was a
it.
good president. The girl said he let drugs in. I said,
they kind of all let him in.
They all let him in.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but
I remember they was arguing that was Obama.
It's still coming in.
Was Obama a good president? And somebody, I think it was Mitch, was like, "Man, fuck Obama." And
that's too far.
One of like
Mitch is sick too. Before we go there, Mitch, you're sick.
One of Mitch people's like retweeting it was like, "Y'all crack me the fuck up, niggas." And he posted a picture. He was like, "Niggas wanted Obama to dress like this and say fuck white people," and it was a black boy in a dashiki with black glasses holding a pip. What the fuck? He was like, "Niggas wanted Obama to dress like this and scream fuck white people," and it's like, no, it wasn't that.
That's what I'm saying. People just don't understand. Like, they just be dicking and don't understand what they be dicking for. Like, Obama wasn't a great president. Oh, they messed it up and he ain't have enough years to fix it. Man, that's something your mom said to you. Like, that ain't the facts, man.
What I'll say is, when it comes to Obama's thing, it was from black people, it was like, he black. let's just get somebody black to send the motherfucker.
Yeah.
And he got it.
Listen,
We done tried 43 white motherfuckers. Let's try a black man to see if it's different.
And we was like, black person won.
And for his,
we don't care what he do.
For his tenure in there, he had no scandals, handled everything with dignity and class.
Exactly.
Beautiful wife, kids. Like he did as good as he could do.
Exactly.
That's the way I look at Obama's
He wasn't
presidency.
great. People make it sound
he wasn't great.
He did as good as he could do, and that was that.
For what the pressure was on him, he held that shit together. Where and like we all talk about LeBron, that pressure on you for on that stage when you they waiting for you to fail, and you hold it together. That's
what I'm saying. I feel like Obama could have done more, but I know that pressure.
But
I'm also not naive that he didn't say certain shit. He didn't do certain things. But he told me, Obama. I still want to meet him to this day and all that.
Yeah, he held it together as good as he could.
He told the company line on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But he had to, and that's the nature of being a politician. You got to be political sometimes.
Right. Exactly.
You're not going to get everything you want to get accomplished, and they not going to block you on everything that you don't want to get accomplished. Also,
to put a ribbon on the Bill Cosby situation,
I gotta go.
Bill, huh?
Shit, he said the money.
Yeah, I guess hold your head. You know what I mean? Like you're going down.
You definitely going. I mean, I think he's going to end up getting supervised at some sort of home supervision.
If any
whatever,
of Bill reps happen to hear this, tell Bill I said he's disgusting. He out of pocket. He's nasty.
Yeah,
definitely a big out of pocket.
Kanye, real quick. Kanye's crazy, I guess.
I mean,
but he's not crazy though.
He's my thing. My one and only
like
thing
I tell people, season 6 is right around the corner. Y'all fell for his nonsense.
Yeah.
He about to have a major show. He probably gonna drop a sneaky album.
Do you like the song?
Which
one with T.I.?
The Johnny just released with T.I.?
It's okay.
That's the same thing I said. It was okay.
I like Ye's creativity.
It's interesting.
Yeah, his creativity is always on display. Because like I told y'all, he could have given us a Migos flow with a Mike Will beat like all the niggers are doing.
Yeah, he gave us this dope conversational record.
It's some shit to actually play and listen to.
He's gonna talk to somebody else besides T.I. I ain't like T.I.
I hate him talking to T.I.
I actually
hate anybody talking to T.I.
I actually like it. It made me want to listen to T.I.
If it ain't about Urban Legend, I don't want to talk to T.I. Or what's that about? His first joint?
Trap music. No, I'm Serious was his first.
I'm Serious. Yeah. Trap music was good
something
too.
To that effect.
But I mean, people are pissed
on Harris
because people are pissed simply because we like Kanye. And over the years, he's been an advocate for and been outspoken in favor of black people. This is the first thing he's done. Second thing, marrying a Kardashian was first. The second thing that he's done that has alienated him from his black core audience. So they don't agree with it. But if you ask me, y'all niggas is kind of pitiful and a big ass joke. So
what's the girl name that did the Rally for Our Lives thing? Emma Gonzalez. He cut all his hair off. Yeah. Emma inspired. He's crazy.
Crazy as fuck.
Somebody the other day was
crazy, but he's in control at the same time because he's
got the March for Our Lives thing. Yeah. He cut his hair off.
You know Kanye wants to run for president. So somebody the other day was like, could you imagine Kanye being a president? That means Kim Kardashian would be the first lady. Could you imagine that? I'm like, actually, yeah, because Melania Trump is the first fucking lady now. Yeah. So it's like
she's not even a citizen.
She don't even say nothing.
I'm like, I actually could imagine.
She don't have no policy, no hand, and nothing.
She's
no
not even a citizen. How they doing that?
They slick, man. You do what you want to do when you
like Michelle Obama was actually putting together organizations.
The White House turned into vanity.
And on that note, I'm going to work, man.
Shit.